want to cover about, we go to cover about need for data science. What is data science? Okay, then understanding data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, then why we're using Python, features of Python, then the Python application, learning path, and why the Python is only one language which is basically popular for the data science part. So as we cover that earlier, we store the information in a
हेलो हेलो सर ମୁଁ बार बार डिस्कनेक्ट
हाँ मु
हेलो
हाँ कुह हेलो
सर ମୁଁ एक्चुअली डिस्कनेक्ट ହେଇଯାଉଛି ତ ସर ସେତେବେଳେ ଜାଣିପାରିଲିନି କ'ଣ କହିଲେ ସर ମୁଁ ଡିସ୍କନେକ୍ଟ ହେଇଯାଉଛି ତ ମୁଁ ଅଲଗା ଟିକେ ଅଲଗା ନେଟୱାର୍କ ଟିକେ କନେକ୍ଟ କରୁଛି
I'm okay.
ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟିଂରେ କ'ଣ କହିଲେ ମୁଁ ଶୁଣିପାରିଲିନି ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ମାନେ 2-3 ଥର କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁଅସଲି ଡିସ୍କନେକ୍ଟ
हाँ मैं यही जस्ट काले जोड़ा पढ़ते सेटा स्टार्ट करूँ okay so earlier we store the information in the unstructured and semi structured format. So previously what happened, we store the information in a Word format, in a Excel format, okay, and which are not in structural way, like whenever you are taking a photo of through a mobile phone, that photo is not stored in a specific manner. Okay, so it is like randomly we are taking a photo and it is stored anywhere. Suppose if you take the photo with your friend X, and if you want to find out those are the photo you have taken with your friend X, so you have to search by sequentially, step by step you have to search. So there is you are facing a problem as because you are not get the photo that you have taken with the friend uh, is X, because your photo is not present in a structural format, you are taken as a randomly. But now what happen, if you go to the Google photo and some kind of advanced album software is present now in a mobile phone, through which you can when you choose a face, then with the face you can get the person that you are taken the photo. Okay, so previously there is a no feature, but now what happened, there is a face recognition feature is there, where you can easily get the photo that you have taken with a specific person. So that is because of we're using some kind of scientific discovery method through which you can analyze it. So earlier the data that we are storing, that is stored in a semi-structured format, and that data is stored in a data warehouse. Previously, for managing this data, we are using traditional business intelligence tool for analyzing the data, what is happened to the next year, or what is going to happen in the next month. Only we're using predetermined report only, like whenever you are going and taking a admission in a college or any institution, so they are giving a predetermined form. Okay, so that form is already defined and it is not having any kind of changes. So it is a fixed report or fixed form you are getting. So these are the traditional technology we are using for storing the information, like through the pen and paper we are storing the information, hard copy we are storing the information. So maybe in the some year that hard copy is damaged. So for that solution, we are using a structured and unstructured data. It is stored in a particular manner, and for storing the information in a what in a particular structure format, and for getting the information uh, quickly, we're using Hadoop database. And for analyzing the data, Previously we're using traditional business intelligence tool, but now we are using some kind of data science and algorithm part, which is helping you to get the information quickly. And for analyzing the future information, we're using different kind of scientific discovery method. You can say this scientific discovery method, just we are predicting when, like in that situation, when the vaccine will come and what is the population will arise. And in a weather forecasting, it is giving you the idea when supposed to be the cyclone landfall is happen. Okay, so that is what predetermined. We're analyzing this information based upon the various scientific discovery method. Okay, like we are analyzing the previous record, through that previous record by using some kind of algorithm. We're using this report. Okay, so these are the new methodology that we are using for the scientific discovery method, or these are the new methodology where we're analyzing the information and predict what is happened in the organization or in the part of the weather forecasting. So these are all the things are happen now. So now if you're talking about the data science part, data and science, it is a two different part. Data means any raw information that you are storing, that is called as the data. And the method that you are using to get the specific insight, like to get the particular information through which you analyze the information, that is called as the science. Means uh, in earlier, if you go back to the 10 year and 20 years ago, we're just using in a day we're generating 1 MB or 2 MB of data. But now in a second we're generating 2 to 3 MB of data in a second. So that is the demanding use of your information. Means at every second we are getting a lot of information through WhatsApp, through your Facebook, through your Gmail. Lot of information has come. Now all the information that you have received, or the information that you are received where, like through the mail, through the messages, so all are not important to you. So you only retrieve that record, or you only acting that record which is actually needed for you. Lot of advertisement message you are getting, lot of information message also you are getting. So these are the basic part that you are using, through which it is helping you to what you can say, the methodology that we are using, which information is required for us, that the scientific method we are using. Like we can say, when you are going to your college, you find out lot of information, like while you are traveling through a road, you are getting a lot of bikes are available, lot of cars are available, lot of buses are running. But your only focus is the bus which taking you to your college, and which is your college bus, which is what taking you from your home and put your destination. So lot of information is available, we're acting on the particular part. Just like you can say that when you open your Facebook, lot of post day to day life, you can get lot of promotional message you are getting, lot of advertisement you are getting. But you are reacting only that post where you are acquainted with that person. If you know that person, you are giving a comments, like you are wishing to that person. You are, if you know that person, then you are giving a comment to the photo that this photo is good. But other post also you are getting, but you are not reacting on that. So that is called as what, lot of information you are getting, but those are the information is relevant to you. You are reacting on that particular message. So that is called as your scientific method that you are using to reacting on it. Next part is what, uh, just I have given an example, that some of the days, like when you are going to your home, you found there is two type of path is available. Like one is shortcut path is there, another is long highway is present. Usually you back to your home from your college by taking the shorter route. It is
Shortest part.
it is shortest part. Okay, but if someday you are facing a problem, like if there is a traffic huge traffic jam, and if there is a accident is there in the shorter path, so by sitting at that, by standing at that square, you just analyzing that what is the cause of the accident, then you have to searching for it. When you are stuck in a traffic, you are searching that whether the other place is available or not. If the place is available, then you easily move it. So you are analyzing, lot of bikes are there, lot of trucks are there. The bikes are having a the bikes are from the different company, the cars are in the different company, the car is having different color. So these are all the information, but that information is not required for you to move ahead. Your information is what which is required when you stuck in a traffic. That only information is required for you, whether there is a place to go ahead or not. If there is no place, then you have to judge it. When supposed to be the traffic will
Then
when supposed to be the traffic will clear. So if you analyze that the traffic may not be clear for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, then you have to take another path. See that in the span of 5 minutes or span of 10 minutes, you are analyzing all the information. You are just watching what are the bikes are present, what are the cars are present, what are the buses are present. But it is not required for you to reach your home at particular time. The only information is required, that is there any other route is available or not, or whether the traffic will clear sooner or not. If this little bit information is required for me, if all the things are set, then I think that like I face that problem that the shutter route is not the shutter route will not be clear for
use the highway.
10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so we are taking as a longer way. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so by analyzing all this route, then I have take my highway, that I think that the highway is better for me to reach my home. So these are the analysis I have done by gathering the information. So that is called as the what data science part. In a daily to daily life, we are also a data scientist. Like we are validating, we know that when our mobile phone will be discharged, like when you are like when your power is on 20%, it is notifying you that you are having a low power, you have to charge the battery. Okay, so it is that when it becomes to the 20%, you coming to know that your mobile phone will be switched off in 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So that you are doing the analysis in your home. Your mother is also a data scientist. Your mother is knowing when your home ration will be what over, so that before it is finished, your mother is ordering uh, with you, and mother is ordering father that you have to bring that item, that the item going to will going to over in between 1 to 2 days. So you can say it is a just part of your data analysis, whether uh, you can analyze the information, and based upon that you are acting on it. In data science part, uh, capturing the information or gathering the information is not bigger part. All the peoples are gathering the information. So most of the data scientists will give the timing. 90% they have given a timing for data cleaning. Data cleaning is a methodology through which you can just remove the unnecessary data which is not required for you. Just like I'm giving an example, when you are moving through the road and you stop in a
Mm.
traffic, the size of the vehicle, the color of the vehicle, the company of the vehicle is not required for me. Only
Mm.
the required information is what I just check
Is
it.
there any space to go
Is
or
there
not?
is there any space to go ahead or not? So that is other information. I'm just those are the information I have just ignored. So that ignorance information, you can say it is called other data cleaning. Okay, so this is the part of the data science. In data science analogy, first of all, you have to define the problem, data collection, exploring and analyzing. Then you have to give a solution for it. So first you have to define a problem. Okay, so first you have to define your problem. So defining problem means when I am giving you tags that you just go and check that whether suppose I'm giving a task that you have to create a database for a student. So when you are uh, creating a database for a student management for a college, so at that cases only what you can say, the student name is required, roll number is required, but in that cases brother's name, sister's name, so these are the information is not required for me. Okay, okay, so that is called as what you can say that defining a problem. Then you have to gather the information, then you can explore or analyze your information, then you have to give a solution for it. So these are all the process that we have performed. So that is called as the data science analogy. In data science analogy, first you have to define a problem, then you have to collect the related data. Suppose I'm giving a task to collect the student information, then you collect the student information just required, like father's name, mother's name, date of birth, roll number. So these are the information is required, marital status, but the neighbor's name, auntie's name, uncle's name, so it is not required for me. Okay, so these are called as the data collection part. Data defining problem, data collection, then you have to explore and analyzing which information is required, then you have to give a solution for it. Okay,
So define a problem means the question
just
what is given.
defining a
So defining a problem is the question that will be given that we have to analyze.
you have to analyze the information. Okay, so I move to the next part. So it is called as your data life cycle. In data life cycle, it contains this part, like one is your business requirement and data acquisition, data processing, data exploration, then data modeling. So these are the parts we require. First, we have to we go for the business requirement. Okay, for the, like I am giving a tax that you have to go for the student management database. Then you first find out what are the information is required for the student management database. Then data acquisition means you have to collect your information. So after collecting a information, then you have to process your information, then you have to explore your information. Explore means you have to store your information in a particular field. Then you have to modelize your information. Last part is deployment. The first is business requirement.
Deployment
So deployment means you are just install or it is ready to use. You have to deliver your database. Okay. Suppose I'm giving a task that you just go for collecting the information for a student. The first you are going to a college. Then in a college you just analyzing what are the informations required for the college, like student name, address, contact number. Okay, so that is called as the business requirement. So I analyze that. Then data acquisition, so I collect the information, like I collect the student id, student roll number, student contact number, student address. So that is the information I collect. Data processing means, then after collecting that information, then I have to store or I have to process it. Means processing, you can say, you can, after gather, then you have to process to store the information. Processing involved to store a information in a particular format. Okay, so that is called as the data exploration. Data exploration means you have to explore the data which is highlighted data you have to give, like those are the students are a good student, you have to highlight it. And like whenever you're talking about a shopping mall, they just exploring their branded product or good product in the what outlet, so that people are attracted and go to the shopping mall or dress shop. So that is called the exploration. So after collecting your information, you have to explore the data, so that people are understanding that like something will be good thing is there. Then you have to represent your information. So how you have to represent your information, in which format you have to represent information, that is called the modeling. Like when you are purchasing the mobile phone, you are adding the screen guard, you are adding the what back cover. So you just giving a different look and feel to your information or to your mobile phone. So that part is called as the modeling part. Okay, then after all this thing, then you deliver your information to the customers. Okay, so that is called as your deployment phase. In the deployment phase, you are delivering the information. So that called as the final step of your data science, that is called as the deployment. Clear?
so data acquisition means to collect the data.
Is, so it is called as the, so one by
So and business requirement means
business requirement means you have to understand the problem. You going to the customer location, and first of all you have to find out what is the information is required for the what the information is required for um, the particular system. Suppose I'm giving a developing a software for a student management database, so you have to find out that which information is required. Okay, for if I giving you tax that you have to create a software for the student online examination system. So in that part only you require the semester, subject and roll number, that's it. Other thing is not required, and questions. Okay, so here you are not required like date of birth or father's name, mother's name, and previous qualification. It is not required in the examination. So first I have to analyze the problem, what is the actual requirement of the customer. So based on this understanding, I identify the central objectives. Many of people like, all the information is available when the student is taking a registration. So the student is having a different data, like the email id, the contact number, the parents name, address, date of birth, previous qualification, 10th plus 2, these are the qualifications required. But all the information is available, but for creating the application for the student examination system, so only which information is required? Only the roll number is required, only the name is required, semester is required, and you based upon the semester you set up you set up the questions. So that is a basic requirement. Like you have to identify the central objective. It is not like that you have to go for and write all the programs. Okay. Then
yes, sir.
next you have to identify the variable that need to be predicted. Okay, then you have to identify the variables, which variable is required. Variable is what? After getting the information, you have to store the information in some location. Then what are the variable you have to define, whether your data is of many type, like it is having a numeric type or another is a string type. So basically, when you are getting the character data, string data, where you have to store, and when you are getting the numeric data, where you have to store. So that variable you have to define. Variable is a location where you have to store a information. You can say that, like whenever you are going to purchase the vegetables, for purchasing the vegetable and to get the vegetable you require a bag. Okay, sack bag is required. And if you want to purchase the petrol, so in that cases, uh, you cannot take the petrol inside the bag. Okay, for taking the petrol you require a closed container. You can say it is a water bottle. You can take it, like the bottle that is available you have to, or jerkin you have to use to take the petrol or liquid item. So for taking the petrol you cannot use your normal bag, so it is not fitted with that. Okay, so similar way, when you are identifying your data, then for storing that information, you require the what proper locations, so where you have to store that particular information. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Then in data acquisition part, what you need to perform, the what data I need for my project. So when you are accusing data, accusing means gathering the information. First you analyze which information is required for you, and what are the various data sources available where you are capture the information. Okay, and how can I obtain the data, and what is the most efficient way to store the information. Like first of all, which information is required. Suppose I open a shopping mall, then to whom I have to target. I have to target the peoples are working in a corporate, working in different organization, working in private organization, working in government organization. I have to target on that. Then for getting that information about the customer, which are the data sources are available, what are the data sources are available where I capturing the information. So that is called what data sources. Then how can I obtain the data? So how can I obtain the data? So means in which way you obtain that information, and what is the best methodology through which you can store this information. So that is called as a which is the efficient way to store this information. Next, in data
So our
processing,
data source,
data, tell
data
me.
source.
Data source means
So what
where.
are the data source?
Data source means the what the medium where you are getting the information. Like suppose if I want to get the corporate people information, then I will contact with the corporate company, okay, through which they are working. Suppose I have a Audi car showroom, I want to sell my cars. So which people are afforded, so I have to accuse I have to gather this information. How I have to gather? So I have to target the government employee, and those are in the higher rank, and I have to target the private employee, those are in the managerial post, or so that people can purchase it, other people cannot purchase it. If I uh, collect other information, those are the peons are there, okay, clerks are there, and those are in the what the, grade 3, those are people are doing the jobs. If I sending the message and promote for my Audi car, they cannot purchase it. Okay, so I have to find out which one is the accurate peoples are there, so that when I advertising it, they have to do it. Suppose uh, engineering, okay, so which people are doing the engineering, those people are having what they are plus 2 pass out, and those are having the 50% above, so they can go for the engineering. Okay, so when I promote for my college, so I have to target only those person. If I target the 7th class student, 8th class student, it is not beneficiary for me. So for getting the plus 2 information, plus 2 student information, where I have to obtain it? I have to obtain it from the plus two colleges, and from the plus two colleges, I can know those are the peoples are getting 50% or above. So from that location, I gather my information. Clear?
So that is how can you obtain data?
Data sources, from which source you are getting the information. i
Okay.
I got the information from the colleges for the plus two. So that plus two colleges is the data sources for doing what engineering, the student are doing for the engineering
Yes.
admission. Okay.
So then where from we get the thing that is what the data need for my project?
The data.
So the first one is that the place where we get the information.
Yes, the place where you are get the accurate information. Okay.
Yes. So then obtain data is that when according to ourselves we will select that which
the
data will be suitable or not.
the suitable way to obtain the information. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Then data processing, the transfer the data into a desired format. Then after getting the information, you have to store the information into a desired format. And in the data processing, you have to go for the data cleaning. Data cleaning refers to that the missing value. Okay, so you have to just remove the missing value. If the value is not present, you have to remove it. You have to remove the corrupted value, remove the unnecessary or repetition data which is not required for your what application. So that is, uh, you can say it is called as the data cleaning part. Okay, you have to remove the missing value, you have to just cut the corrupted information, you have to just remove the unnecessary information. Okay.
So missing value means it is already when I'm missing. How will
Missing information means, suppose if I you can say, if you take an example, for the student, or for the when you are go for the validation of the email id. So when you are validate the email id, or you have to change your password. Okay, tell me what you want to ask.
no, so I was telling.
Hmm.
So actually at that time was not audible. So I was saying that one.
Huh. Missing information. Suppose if I calculate, if you take an example of student information, if you want to, if I want to publish your semester mark. Okay, if I want to publish your semester mark, I need all your subject mark. If one subject mark is missing, then uh, when one subject mark is missing, then how I can publish your grade? Okay, so if there is any missing value, you have to just ignore it, or you have to just remove it. Then without that value, you cannot publish a grade. So you have to you have to what, remove it, and you have to gather that particular information. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then data exploration, understand the pattern in the data and retrieve the useful insight and form the hypothesis. The data exploration is what? Now it is understand the pattern in the data and retrieve the useful insight and form the hypothesis. Okay. So first of all, you have to understand the pattern. Like uh, the Flipkart and Amazon is giving very discount or huge amount of discount when when it is a you can say when it is the occasion of Durga Puja, when it is the occasion of Deepavali. So they are giving that discount, because the Flipkart and Amazon, they are knowing that in that timing Indian people are purchasing a lot of items, and it is retrieve the useful insights. Okay. And based upon that purchasing pattern, then you have to give a discount on that particular product and launch the new product on that timing. Because on this Durga Puja, people are very what they are usually purchase the dress item, they usually purchase the different new mobile phone. So that you have to understand the pattern of purchasing of the people, so that we promote that information, we promote that product so people can purchase it. And you have to find out the useful insight and form the hypothesis. Hypothesis means you have to just giving what you can say, you have to give the different kind of you can say offer to purchase that item. Okay, so people are attracted and purchase it. Clear?
So retrieve useful insight means.
See that Flipkart is doing the business throughout the continuously doing the 12 month, but they knowing that on the October or November month there is a huge demand of that particular product. Okay, so based upon the purchasing pattern, they're giving a offer on that particular period. So that is called as the based upon the pattern of your data. You have to find out the what actual pattern of information. Then you have to give a offer on that. Clear? So that is a retrieve the useful insight on them on the data. Clear?
So that offer to comes under that hypothesis, na?
Hmm. How you have to give
So
a
the offer.
me- you have to find out insight. Means you have to give a offer on the basis of what? You have to find out the pattern when the peoples are purchase most. Okay, when the peoples are aggressively giving lots of order in which period. So that is called the insight. You have to find out the what the
Acha.
timing. Okay, where the peoples are go for the lot of and giving a lot of business activity or lot of purchasing. Okay, so that you have to
Means the
understand first.
months in which it contains a lot of discount, that the when the time duration is called that retrieve useful insight.
Yes, yes, the pattern, that purchase pattern. Okay, suppose I am just looking after when I open the Flipkart, I just uh, look after the mobile phone very much. So usually I just visited the mobile phone. So when you open that Flipkart again, so first of all it is giving you the what in the first phase you are giving a advertisement of mobile first. So it is showing you that these are the new offers are coming, these are the new mobile phone are there, so you have to purchase it. Okay.
So that new that
Yes.
hello.
Tell me.
So the